Welcome back, everyone. We're going to have another match here brought to us by Cybergamer and Western Digital. It's going to be a PSI STORM 2010 event. It is going to be Nirvana versus Oxygen Game 2 in the finals of the lower bracket. Winner of this best of 3 here will go on to face Glade in the complete finals of this tournament. So nicely done by both these players to get this far. I am Unstable, and I am joined here by Toby1. Unfortunately, the same positions as last game.
It is literally the mirror of the position, so it's going to be nice and close again, so keep that harassment going off. Oxygen, we saw him last time just really pushing through with those Marauders. Love to go for that little bit of early harass on Nirvana as well. Let's see if Nirvana's going to be ready for it. Pylon's popping out, but I'm just wondering exactly how, what style Nirvana's going to go for. Are we going to see the return of the double gate straight off the cuff, or what's actually going to happen?
I don't think he's going to do double gate, especially versus Terran. You really need that cybernetics core as fast as you can, because it's nowhere near as popular anymore, but even just one Reaper can just cause havoc for a probe line if you don't have that out. But in the meantime, I don't know. I really think the only reason Nirvana lost that last game is because he was, the timing on that storm was, about 20 seconds too late. If that storm had been ready by the time Oxygen pushed up that ramp, it would have been a completely different story. So it's going to be interesting to see which way he plays it. But it looks like we do have that gateway in a semi-weird spot here by Nirvana, but we'll see how it works out for him. Both players are going to be scouting their bases damn soon.
It's like, is he playing Zerg? He's expecting the Lynx to run around the back of his line at the moment, throwing that gateway down there. But they bump into each other again, so you know it's there. And Oxygen wants to put out that SCV. The Probe trying to actually block off the supplies that are being built there. I thought it would have been dropped there by Oxygen just to hold the Probe out. But the Probe actually also didn't get inside the base there of Oxygen, so wouldn't see the refinery down. Actually, no, he's going to come back for round 2.
Yep. He really needs to get in there and have a look and see how many how many SCVs or refinery and what's going on. But no, Nirvana seems to just like beating on that supply depot. But in the meantime, let's have a quick look back here. The cybernetics core is down for Nirvana. He has that refinery up and running. He's probably just going to get the next pylon instantly. No, sorry, he's already got the next pylon. So we'll be seeing a second gateway or a second gas. There goes the second gas for Nirvana, as the orbital command is finishing up for Oxygen. I don't know. I really think Oxygen needs to play to his strengths here. Play his early aggression and very strong timing attacks to take this one down.
Yeah, well, he might be aggressive once again with Marauders, the tech lab on the barracks. He lifted that guy off, of course, to get a little bit of extra space. Are we going to see those concussive shells come out once again? He used them perfectly before. He's gone Reapers. Reapers. So it's unpopular, but it appears it's going to be popular for him.
Yeah, well, even 1 or 2 Reapers can just cause havoc for a probe line if you're not paying attention, or you're mind slipping, or you're having a look at something that's going on in the front of the base. So they can just get 2 or 3 kills. A Reaper really only needs to kill 1 probe to have its really have its cost efficiency brought back to it. So yeah, it's not really going to be that different. But we do have a wall off coming in now for Oxygen with the 2 supply depots. Some Terrans don't agree with this because they don't want to have their units, their supply depots sniped. If Protoss come up that ramp, the first thing they're going to do is kill those 2 supply depots, which 9 times out of 10 puts you at supply cap. Anyway, we do have a second race
coming
down.
Check the 12.
Oh, Skin Command Center. Interesting. That is an extremely fast command center, but I think that might actually play off because Nirvana's expecting a very early aggressive push. But Oxygen is just like, no, I'm going to make it expand instead, and I'm going to hide it, so it's going to really mess with the brain of Nirvana here.
Yeah, it is risky, though, because it's on the opposite side of the map to where he is, so if it does get scouted out, there's going to be very, very little things he can do to actually stop it. And he's bunkering himself in, too. I'm wondering if this is also, mind games coming through. It's I'm going to bunker my front base, I'm going to sit here and see what he can do. More Marauders pumping out, another barracks dropping on down. But he's really just trying to hold himself in on this main base so far, and the command center is almost completed. And once it's up, use the orbital command as well. It's actually completely out of energy at the moment to actually drop down those mules and really make the most of that top.
But yeah, we do have the command center finishing now for Oxygen up the top. We're about 6 minutes and 15 seconds into the game right now. But once this orbital command at the top gets done, it is going to start really, really pushing him ahead. Especially versus this 1-gate robo kind of build from Nirvana. It's because he doesn't have an expansion coming anytime soon. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what he does.
We've got a robotics bay also popping up all the way up on the north side, though. So very, very hard to actually get into Nirvana's base to actually see that. So Colossus, we're going to see them. We're going to see them coming up again. It's what wanted for Nirvana before. Is it going to happen again?
Definitely. It's a nice placement by that robotics bay just to keep it out of the way of the scans. Not most scans that Oxygen would do aren't going to pick it up, but that's okay. Observer is getting into the base here.
Again. Starport Factory. They just want to pump out those medivacs again. It's the reactor. So we are going to see the Marine Marauder ball again.
Yeah, definitely. The good thing about this build that Oxygen's done here is he has actually faked. Like, there's enough production facilities here to make Nirvana think, no, he's still on one base. Realistically. So, if that economy boost kicks in, and he's starting to mine a lot up from the top, if it's like, well, 33 probes, 29 SCVs, but Oxygen really far ahead here because of the mule count. But we have another barracks going down, so we're going to have 4 racks and a starport here with the factory going to go have a scout versus the 1, 2, 3 gateways and a robotics base. So the Colossus is going to come out as well. But I'm going to have to give the advantage to Oxygen right now. He does that expansion up very early, and Nirvana doesn't even know what's there.
Yeah, this is going to be really, really damaging. And the fact that Oxygen can pump out... Well, it's not just the fact that he's got so many barracks up, it's the fact that he's got so many resources to use for these barracks that just makes them so powerful. With that expansion up on the top, his resources have gone through the roof. In fact, they're actually almost double, about 500 above.
Oh my god. Look at his probe. Look at the probe.
Oh no, don't do it. Don't do it. He saw it. He saw it. He actually sent it up there to have a scout, and he's found Oxygen's expansion. What is Nirvana going to do? He's going to have to do something soon. Oxygen is actually scouting out with the factory at the moment, and he's dropping down a pylon. He wants to warp in, and the dropship's going to come through and wipe out that probe and hold on to this place. The instantly pylon actually being discontinued, and all units now being re-picked back up again by the medivacs, ready to drop in high. Robotics bay, there's 2 Colossus up already. If they get the right drop in, they'll be fine. If they drop right on top of those Colossus, it's going to be very, very damaging. Factory's going to get pushed back here by the Stalkers and Sentries. Probably get on fire and probably will actually go down as well, depending on how fast it can actually run. But now we go once again with those Stalkers. The factory's not going to go down because they have to try and get up here and defend. The drop's going to come down right on top of that robotics facility. They're going to go straight for the pylon at the moment. Now the Colossus is going to come in, wipe it from the side, straight pick up. Stalker's managed to actually...
Oh, he gets the dropship! Oh my god.
Bring one of them down, and he's going to go for round 2.
Yeah, he's gonna... Oh my god, don't get sniped again. He already had one medevac drop sniped with like full units there. He's going to drop them, and he's going to try and take out the Colossi, but that's probably not going to work.
Just give him a bit of a tickle on the side, and the Stalkers are now moving themselves up, and they're going to destroy his expansion. They're going to destroy his expansion. He's got to have enough resources to pump out at the moment. Like, he's got a couple of Vikings sitting there, Marauders, but there is nothing to defend that top expansion. He's got to load up and get out there. He's still building up SCVs. I think he really thinks he can hold this one. But we're about to find out something completely different.
Yeah, no, this is the way Nirvana played versus Select when he trashed him in 3 games about a month or so ago. If anyone doesn't know, Select the one who just won both Team Liquid Opens, and Select took him out in 3 games in a row. So they are up on Cephas' YouTube channel. But anyway, he's going to take down that command center. Nice map control that we're seeing here coming from Nirvana now. Like, he really... The factory's just been dropped. I think that must have been a mistake. I would have personally put that factory where that expansion was going to go to stall that about, but he's getting more Colossi down. So let's see how we go. He's going to lose that command center up the top, so we're going to be back on 1 base versus 1, and Nirvana probably going to take the thing now.
Oh, yeah, Nirvana is looking very, very good at the moment. I'm just worried here for Oxygen. He's got himself up nice, a bit of a fleet of Vikings to actually try and counter onto those Colossus. But losing that command center, he tried to drop the command center down too to actually use the energy that built up on it. Couldn't in the end. He only had like a microsecond to actually use it and couldn't actually get the key fast enough. Nirvana with 3 Colossus, 8 Stalkers as well as a couple of Zealots just for good luck, ready to push through on that front door. And is Oxygen going to be ready for it? There's a lot of Marauders there. They're going to be able to deal with these Stalkers very, very easily. But are they going to get caught out? The Vikings just get tagged on the side there with the Stalkers exposing themselves up. They still have vision on the high ground though. Stalkers have got to get themselves in. It's just that one observer that's allowing them to see absolutely everything. That tech lab is on fire. They need to repair that one before it actually goes and they actually can't produce any more Marauders once that's actually gone. And it looks like Oxygen actually wants to be aggressive. He's actually going to move out of his own base.
Yeah, this could be interesting here. There is quite a big Zealot count for Nirvana. He's in that one big ball, though. If an EMP goes off, that could be devastating. He does have 3 Colossi. They are going to get sniped pretty quickly by these Vikings. One goes down. The Zealot's taking a lot of damage from those Stalkers, but here we go. 2 Colossi down. The Vikings are going to drop as well, but that glass Colossi on a low health. Lots and lots of Marauders here. They can stim and just walk through this army at the moment. If they catch these Colossi off guard, it's going to be dangerous. One of the Colossi goes down, and now they're just going to tear through these Stalkers. Marauders versus Stalkers, you do not want stim Marauders hitting on your Stalkers, man. That just tears them apart. And here we go. So, Oxygen pulling back now, and lots of pros being transferred for Nirvana as the factory does finally go down. So, it's pretty much dead even right now.
Yeah, they're just keeping the pressure on. I'm loving this little bit of to and fro battle. That's why it's so cool. Always having the quick spawn points going off here. The biggest problem at the moment that you're going to see for our Terran player Oxygen is for the fact that Nirvana has got his first expansion up. He's holding it strong, and he's got a pylon on there which is just warping it in left, right, and center. How many have we actually got? We got 3. We've actually got 3 warp gates. I would have expected more actually coming out from him, but he's pumping his resources into his army, keeping those zealots coming up on the front lines. And, well, Terran's just going to sit inside the base now at the moment, but he is very, very far behind on the economy line.
Yeah, definitely. Really, Oxygen needs to get either a second base or go for this final push here. Like, in army counts, they were even just before, but now just Nirvana pulling ridiculously ahead.
But look, even Oxygen, he's running out of minerals in his main resource line, so he's sending SCVs to his natural expansion, taking the long trip to actually farm them up. And that's a dangerous thing to do. He's just scanning out now, keeping eye on those Vikings who are trying to harass anything they possibly can, even if they have to go for the top drop. Hitting those Colossus actually back a fair amount. But between those 3, it's like you can double shot the shields.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of damage there. But here we go. Not looking good for Oxygen right now. We do have Twilight Council coming down for Nirvana as well, so we might be seeing leg speed come out pretty quickly. And Oxygen is about 300 minerals from mining out in his main.
It's just looking worse and worse here as Oxygen just delays this game even further. I still can't believe that mineral resources are that low for Oxygen. He needs another command center, but he can't afford to build another command center at the moment. He needs to finish it now, or he'll never get through. And looks like that's exactly what he's going to do. SCB is going to be the first sacrificial lamb going in there. All the SCBs right in the front lines. Vikings, they've got to focus those Colossus down. They've got to get rid of them. While the Marauders coming up, Simpack actually pops off. They've got to actually attack with that, but no, they've got to keep falling back. They're trying to get in there, trying to get any of these Stalkers down, as well as the Zealots who can't get close enough. The shields are actually blocking themselves in at the moment. Those Vikings have almost killed every single Colossus here. Fantastic play. The Stalkers now finally turn around to actually attack them. The Marauders, with those Colossus down, are quite happy to actually really push on Nirvana here. What fantastic play here from Oxygen. But will he have enough Marauders to actually do this one? I don't think he will. The heal is still going off, but Nirvana, the numbers are too high. The Vikings are sitting on the side. They're in the air, and in the end, he just goes, GG. Doesn't have enough there, but still fantastic play to actually go that far.
So, 1-1 in this matchup. Nice.